From my experience of launching several businesses over the years, I can say that if you're new to the process, starting a business on your own can be quite overwhelming. Many entrepreneurs would likely agree that grappling with the legal aspects of starting a business is often the most challenging parts. I mean, there are countless forms to sign, documents that need to be submitted, fees to be paid that can really turn a newcomer away at first glance. And on top of that, the pressure of, bureaucratic repercussions, it doesn't help at all. And to make matters worse, you generally have to do this via a government bureau, and that means they're pretty much useless, resulting in, long wait times and complicated filing procedures that are really confusing. And if you get one thing wrong on your submission form, you have to resubmit the whole thing and start the process from the beginning, which is, of course, really frustrating and draining. Luckily, some companies simplify this process, and Zenbusiness is one of those wonderful companies. So I decided to give them a try when starting a new company, and in this video, I'll provide an honest review of their performance. I'll cover what they offer, their pricing, and how they stack up against other competitors. And if you're considering starting your own business, this information might help you decide whether Zenbusiness is the right choice for you. And if you end up wanting to try out this company, use the link that's down in the description below because you'll get a bit of a discount that's not available if you go right to their website. Alright, so with all that being said, let's get talking about Zenbusiness. But what is Zenbusiness in the first place? Well, they were founded in 2015 and they're based in Texas, and their mission is to basically help people set up their own LLCs, or limited liability corporations. It's entirely online and lets you register and create a business from home. Also, they let you manage the legal aspects of your business, the stuff that's really annoying like tax filing, compliance certification, website creation and management, as well as business banking. Nothing too out of the ordinary, just some things you might do on a first date, simple stuff. So let's take a look at exactly what they give you. So like I said, Zenbusiness specializes in guiding you through the business registration process. They assist you with the step-by-step procedures required for registering a business and offer ongoing management support, eliminating the need to invest in additional tools like ProofHub or other software. And might I add that having a word that starts with P and ends with hub is very risque. And something that's really cool about them is that they don't let you commit tax fraud. Or that's just a standard thing? Okay, never mind. So you shouldn't do that in general. So the actual cool thing about them is that they offer the most basic version of their services entirely for free, which means that you can register an LLC without having to pay a cent to them. Only the state fees, which is good if you're new to owning a business. And I do want to highlight that Zenbusiness initiates the registration process, but you will need to pay a minimum of $99 for an EIN or an employer ID number to legally operate in any US state. You don't have to do this, but I really hope that you like jail food because that's where you're gonna go. And so while this incurs additional costs, it remains more affordable compared to other service providers. It's also essential to be aware of state fees for registering a business, as these vary from state to state. So the starter option allows you to customize your order based on what you need for your business and is completely free. The only thing you will need to pay for are an EIN, which you'll need for tax purposes, and state fees. If you aren't interested in adding additional options like an operating agreement, customizable business documents, and a website or faster filing times, then you don't have to. I chose to outsource the entire process for a bit less than $100 because I didn't want to wait for documents to go back and forth for months. The speed was really important for me to get my business up and running quickly. Additionally, though, there are two other plans available. The Pro plan includes everything except business documents, website creation tools, and a business email address. Then the Premium plan includes every feature that they offer. In terms of cost, Zenbusiness is more budget-friendly compared to services like LegalZoom, which, while reputable, tend to be pricier. The Pro and Premium plans provide an additional benefit known as worry-free compliance. This service ensures regular checks on your business to ensure compliance with state standards. This approach can save you money by avoiding fines, legal expenses, and the challenges of keeping up with ever-changing laws. If you prefer not to opt for the Pro or Premium plans, you can still get the worry-free compliance service separately for just under $200 annually. So I've covered the basics, but there are other useful add-ons that I want to highlight. One of the most beneficial features is their business banking option. After some research and reading reviews, I decided to try it out. So for $5 a month, they set up a business bank account in your company's name. This account includes small business checking, allowing you to write checks in your company's name, along with features like expense tracking, deduction tagging, and a set of tax tools. These tools can assist you in managing your taxes independently, or if you prefer, simplify the work for your accountants. Actually, by using Zenbusiness, I'm literally saving money every month compared to when I had to pay an accounting firm to do all the bookkeeping for me. And so far, they've done just as good of a job. I'm actually thinking about moving my other two businesses here, so I hope that my accountant doesn't see this video. But who am I kidding? Accountants don't have time to watch videos. And also, a special note for anyone starting a business in New York. So, New York state law requires you to publish an advertisement for your business's launch in 2 different news publications for at least 6 weeks. And of course, they do that for you as well. They also handle obtaining affidavits, which is possibly one of the worst words in the English language, as proof from the 2 news publications to finalize your overall application. Plus, they only bill you for the state fees and advertising costs, saving you significant time, hassle, and potentially reducing your overall expenses. business. The next feature is their business license report option, which is particularly useful if you're starting a business that requires specific licenses to operate. They assist you in obtaining these licenses, keep you informed about any changes in the laws related to those licenses, and ensure that your business holds the necessary licenses to operate. A lot of licenses overall. They also guide you through the application or update process for any license you may need. This helps prevent the risk of your business being shut down due to licensing issues. Keep in mind though that obtaining licenses can take some time, so it's probably recommended to start the process as early as possible to account for any potential delays. And they also help you with your annual tax filing. You can basically do all your annual tax related work in one place, which is really useful and only costs around $100 plus state fees per year. While it is a bit of a hassle having to do all the paperwork yourself, they'll help you and you could end up saving a bunch of money. But I didn't personally opt for it because I just felt more comfortable having an expert take care of it for me. So in terms of pricing, as I mentioned, the starter option is totally free, and you only need to pay for the employer identification number and state fees. You can customize your plan and add optional extras if you want, some of which are charged monthly and others are charged annually or are just simply a one-off. The Pro plan costs a little bit under $200 a year, and the Premium plan, which includes everything they have, comes in at a little under $350. But again, if you want to save some extra money, feel free to use the link that I left down in the description, which will get you a pretty hefty discount that you won't find directly on their sites. Now, if the only alternative was setting up your business by yourself or with a lawyer, then I definitely recommend Zenbusiness because it does just as good of a job as a lawyer and, of course, ends up being much cheaper. Sure, there are other companies offering comparable services, but they often come with a higher cost. If your main aim is to cut expenses, you could manage the entire process by yourself, yet from my own experience, going solo can be extremely stressful and time-intensive. So if you're okay with the stress and time involved, doing it independently is totally a choice. However, Zenbusiness serves as a helpful support, especially for beginners, those who dislike dealing with bureaucracy, or individuals who highly prioritize their time. Okay, so overall, I think Zenbusiness performs really well. They're efficient, their response times are pretty good, they save you a ton of headaches, are very reasonably priced, and really do a lot to take care of your business needs. So if you ask me, I would highly recommend them to anyone who wants to take the bureaucratic nightmare out of starting a legal business, or anyone who wants to save themselves some headache or time doing everything themselves. Or for anyone who is worried about keeping up with compliance, well, I guess generally I'd recommend them to anyone looking to start a business in the first place. So to finish off, I had a really great experience using Zenbusiness. They went above and beyond my expectations here, and if you decide to try them out, I hope that they can do the same for you. And again, if you plan on checking out Zenbusiness, be sure to use the link below in order to get that discount that I mentioned earlier. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more reviews like this one. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.